Hi guys, this is Raghav from Headphone Zone. Today I'm very happy and privileged to introduce all of you to the very first co-branded wired earphones from Headphone Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Headphone Zone and FiiO JD1 in-ear earphones. I cannot wait to tell you all about this project and for you to listen to these earphones for yourselves. All right, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a backstory about these earphones. So we knew here in India that we've got this massive population of people who love listening to music, but a very small portion of them have ever experienced the music on an in-ear monitor. They have no idea what all of us in the hobby know so well, which is that music can really come to life when you listen to it on a great sounding headphone or earphone. And it's amazing today that we've got so many affordable in-ear monitors that at virtually every price point can be completely mesmerizing. But we needed something affordable. We needed something that would blow everybody's brains away the minute they put it on. And we needed a really trustworthy, high quality brand and manufacturer to come up with a product that everyone could recognize and trust for its quality. This is exactly where the JD1 comes in. FiiO came up with this idea of creating their own in-ear monitors, especially at a budget which was affordable to everybody. And the JD1 comes from there. And immediately when we started working with FiiO, we knew that this was an absolute winner for three different reasons. One, it has the trust, the quality that FiiO is known for over the decades for virtually every product that they've released. I don't think I've ever come across a badly made and a badly designed FiiO product. It's never happened. Every single one of the products are known for high quality materials, for high performance, and for ultimately being great value for money and reliable in the long run. So we knew that FiiO means it when they say they're going to create a high quality, affordable product. Second is that this is extremely affordable. At less than 1500 rupees, this as a wired earphone is probably the best value for money you can get in the beginner audiophile segment. We've compared this with every other earphone at less than 2000 rupees. And I know that different earphones have different pros and cons, but this is one we think that every beginner audiophile is going to appreciate. And for the price, it represents phenomenal value for money. Third, and the most important reason why this collaboration had to happen was because these earphones sound incredible. We were so confident that anybody who got their hands on this and listened to this for the first time was gonna be blown away with what an IEM is capable of what a good sounding wired earphone is capable of. And we think that they're gonna hear things in their music that they've never heard before. Which is why the minute FiiO approached us with this project, we knew that we had to collaborate along with them to make this available in India. And this was a project that deserved the Headphone Zone logo to be on the product. For our mark of trust, for our brand to be associated with this, we knew this product had to be special. And today, I'm very happy to say it's available for all of y'all to try. All right, I want to tell you everything I can about the new JD1 from Headphone Zone and FiiO. There's so much I can talk about this, but we want to make sure that we don't give you everything in this video. We want to leave something for you to be able to listen for yourself and experience. So here's the nuts and bolts of it. The first is that we made this possible in two different variants. That's right, there are two different variants of the FiiO and Headphone Zone JD1. The first comes with a standard single-ended 3.5mm cable, something that you can use with any device that has a 3.5mm output, and it works beautifully along with any dongle high-resolution DAC. So if you're someone who's using a dongle like the DD Hi-Fi and Headphone Zone high-res is that the earphones can sound really, really bright and sharp. So if that's something that you're worried about, that's exactly what the FiiO and Headphone Zone co-branded JD1 addresses. It simply does not have that treble sharpness, that harshness that some of the other IEMs have. And so that gives you a very comfortable, laid back, relaxed listening experience where all the details are there, all the nuances can be heard, and it sounds really, really rich, but doesn't have to sound sharp and annoying. For that, ladies and gentlemen, FiiO has done an outstanding job with the tuning of the JD1. We know that they're a really, really high quality manufacturer, but to also be someone who's able to understand what the customer wants at each price point, what a beginner is looking for in his very first in-ear monitor, shows to you the maturity of the brand, the maturity of the collaborator, and was so proud to have been able to bring this to India for every audiophile across India to be able to experience. And so here's the best part. If you choose to get the JD1 with the Type-C variant, you will get a cable with an inbuilt high-resolution DAC, but also a digital signal processor with the touch of a button allowing you to change through 5 different sound signatures for you to find the one that's best suited for what you're listening to right then and there. And FiiO has made that possible through an incredible cable at very, very affordable prices that makes this quite literally the most exciting part of this IEM's listening experience. Now, you've got 5 different sound signatures which are built into the DSP module. The first one is the default one that I've just described to you, which sounds amazing, my personal favorite. The second one comes with a little bit of a bass extension. This is one for those who want a real party in the ears, that want kick-ass thumping bass and find that adding that little extra just made these earphones more fun. The third is the one with a little bit of a treble extension. This is perfectly suited for people who want a slightly brighter, more detailed, more sparkly sound signature out there. And this is also something that sounds very, very good. The fourth is a vocal forward sound signature, which kind of just pushes up the mid-range a little bit for people who want to hear a little bit more clarity and detail in the vocals, and to find that the rest of the sound signature is tuned down a little bit to make the vocals the hero and bring it front and center. The fifth is another very, very special tuning, which is the Harman reference tuning. For those of you who are purists and want a perfectly neutral, balanced sound signature, something that is very, very close to what a lot of audiophile headphones have out there, you have the Harman reference tuning, which is the fifth and the last one out there. So, just imagine this, guys. With a touch of a button, your IEMs are now capable of playing 5 different sound signatures, 5 different tunings, all thanks to an inbuilt DSP onto the cable of the earphones themselves. It's something very, very special, and I could not be prouder to bring this to all of you here in the Indian audiophile community. Okay, so I absolutely know that the comment section is going to be bursting with these questions. So in anticipation of that, I thought I'll do a very quick comparison telling you about the sound of the Headphone Zone FiiO JD1, comparing it to a whole bunch of the other very, very popular earphones at a similar price point. So to start with, let's compare them to the 3 very, very popular IEMs under the 2000 rupee price point right now: the 7Hz Salnod Zero, the Moondrop Chew 2, and the Tangzu Warner. All 3 of them absolutely fabulous earphones, but they've got a very, very balanced neutral sound signature with minor differences here and there. As compared to all 3 of them, the Headphone Zone and FiiO JD1 is a lot more heavier on the bass. This has got a really, really thick, mean, energetic low end. The bass is absolutely kick-ass. So when you compare this to all of these class-leading earphones, this is a lot more fun. This is going for somebody who wants a little bit more kick in the low end and someone who's going to enjoy that a lot more. And now let's compare this to any of the KZs under the 2000 rupee price point. The ZEX, the ZSN Pro X, the ZSTX. There are so many of them. And all the KZs have one thing in common. While they have kick-ass bass, they have a very, very distinct V-shaped sound signature, because of which even the treble can sound really, really sparkly, high, sharp. And in some cases, people can find it too sharp. It can be a little too harsh to the ears. Some people can even describe it as shouty. We wanted to make sure that this earphone doesn't do that, which is why the Headphone Zone FiiO JD1 has got a really, really smooth treble. It's rolled off to the point where the details are all there. It still sounds airly, sparkly, but it doesn't necessarily sound harsh. It doesn't sound shouty, which is a very common feedback that we get from a lot of people who love the KZ sound signature but want it improved just a little bit. So put those things together. It's got all the details and balance that we've come to love of the 7Hz Salno Zero, the Moondrop Chew 2, it could be the Tanks Warner, but it has the fun, energetic, kick-ass bass that any of the KZs are known for. And when you marry that together, you've got a earphone which we think any beginner audiophile in this hobby is going to want to get as their very first in-ear earphone. Keep in mind though that when you use the USB-C variant, you have the DSP that allows you to get a little bit extra bass extension, a little treble extension, maybe brings the vocals up in front or goes for a really nice flat harmon tuning as well, which gives you all the variety you need to explore your preferences in this hobby. Alright guys, this is our third major collaboration in the last 3 months. We first had the Headphone Zone and Lipotech True Wireless earbuds. Last month we talked to you about the Headphone Zone and DD Hi-Fi High Resolution DAC. And to marry with that DAC, we now have the very first co-branded in-ear monitors as well with FiiO. This has been a project many months in the making, so I'm very happy to be able to finally see the light of day and have everyone listen to it. I'm a purist. I absolutely love the fact that I can use this along with the high-res dongle DAC to get a perfect combination for any budding audiophile. And the fact that it's less than 1500 rupees makes it an absolute winner in my eyes, something that anybody who's new into the hobby should get as their first in-ear monitor. Our hope is that with this product alone, we'll have a lot of new people joining the hobby and finding that they're going to be able to rediscover music like they've never heard before. But on FiiO's part, they've done an incredible job putting together a Type-C cable as well with a high-res DAC inbuilt and with the DSP that helps you listen to 5 different sound signatures for just a little bit more money. So all in all guys, I couldn't be prouder to be able to share this first collaboration along with FiiO to make our first co-branded wired IEMs available to all of you to try out and experience for yourselves. And I cannot wait for all of you to listen to it and give me your feedback in the comment section below. Thank you so much. See you next time.